Det var
bli så.
Det var inga problem.
Det var bra.
Jag hade rätt lugnt på jobbet så att
Superman.
Pratar högt här. Men
Okej. Har du sett matchen eller mot Sheffield United?
Jag vill helst inte prata om den.
Ja, jag kände det. Jag tänkte ge dig lite ömkan här. Du har sett den, vad tråkigt.
Ja, nej, men det säger ju allt som behöver vetas om United, att de är ju inte nog stabila för att liksom vara ett topplag om de inte ens kan vinna mot lag som ligger sist på hemmaplan.
Nej, det är rätt sjukt.
Ja, så jävla Sverige.
Nu är det dags. Men de har inte varit Sverige. Nu tänkte jag, nu jävlar liksom. Nu visar de sig.
Ja, fast de har ändå varit svajiga. De har ju vunnit bra, men de har ju vunnit svajigt bra. De är ju inte som City nu som liksom krossar allt med. Tycker jag i alla fall.
Nej, ja, det är säkert så.
Ja. Var det Liverpool du är på?
Ja, tyvärr.
Ja, det kan vi prata mer om du vill.
Nej, men det är lugnt. Vi kör.
Det är lugnt. Ja, okej. Ja.
Vi kör.
Ja.
Och vänta, jag måste... jag kan hämta den snabbt. Okej. Nu ska jag försöka. In English now. I will try to speak a lot of Chinese to you now. Okay? 我现在会 I will. 我现在会跟你说很多中文。OK 所以今天的课just 的对了 like just 的 like by the way 对了 you studied this one 这个你学过了啊对了今天的课的单词我们可以说 the words from the lesson today 今天的课的单词很有用非常有用有用你知道什么意思吗 have used
are you showing me something or are you just talking?
No, I'm showing you something, you idiot.
Okay. Yes.
Just
I'm so stupid.
wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I hate stupid people.
I thought that you came past this, but
now we're back.
We're back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's never talk about this again either.
Okay, I will never tell.
谢谢。今天的课的单词非常有用。有用什么意思？
有用use.
Useful. Have use.
Useful. So today's lesson, the words of today's lessons will be very useful.
Yeah, 对，非常好。所以if you 如果你 fine I can say 如果如果你觉得一个东西 if you think a thing is very useful 如果你觉得一个东西很 useful helpful useful 还有很 useful 还有 and then I'll say 你就可以说有用或者可以说很有用这个词很好we've 已经学过了但是we've already studied it when we learned all the like 好用 or 好吃 or 难吃 like good or bad I also squeezed in this one but I forgot to review it so you don't need to remember it I don't blame you
Henyo Henyo is what do you mean Yuyong is useful? I remember that now. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But just Henyo is just very useful then. It doesn't mean
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought
no. So let's look at that quickly. No. We have 有道理有意思 right? So these words 有道理 like make sense 意思 interesting. But if you don't have 有 then they don't mean that thing. 如果没有有那就不好 If you don't have 有那就不好 then 那就不好 Do you understand what I'm saying there? Then it's just not good. Then it just won't mean that. 那就不好
Sorry, Felix. I tuned out because I just got some. I'm still at work, so I just have to do something 1 minute real quick.
没关系，没关系。
So, sorry, back.
没关系，没关系。你可以说我回来了。
你可以说我
回来了。
我回来了啊。来了。
No，你说我回来了。你应该说我回来了。I've returned. Come back.
什么时候 I return？ 我来了。
回来了。
我回来了。我回来了。
回来了。非常好。
我回来。I come back then, I suppose.
Yeah.
回来了。
I've come back. Yeah. I've returned. Come back. It's the same. 差不多 more or less.
我回来了。现在我回来了。
哦，非常好，非常好。Welcome back. 欢迎回来。
谢谢。
Okay. I just think I said. 我想我说 I think I said. 我想我说。我想我说。I can't find it. We'll just get started. 我们现在可以开始。OK. 今天的课的单词，今天我们可以说今天的单词非常有用，对不对？
对。
所以呢，我们要看，今天我们学过的单词。所以 I'm saying I can't speak only in Chinese now, but I'll try to do that, but then slow down. 所以我们现在要看我们今天学过的单词。等一下。So now we're going to look at the words 我们今天学过。So the words we've learned today. 现在要看 the words we've learned today. The 单词 that belong to 我们今天学过的。Let me say that. 所以我们现在要看我们今天学过的单词，好吗？
好。Let me try to say it. 所以我们现在要看我们今天学过的单词。
Yes， 非常好，非常好。威斯，你很牛。
我非常大牛。
哈哈，你可以说我非常大牛。Wonderful， 非常好。OK， 我们要看
说这个吗？
我可以这样说吗
？Can I say it like that？ 这样说吗？
不可以这样说，但是我觉得没问题。我可以听懂你的意思，我可以明白你的意思，好吗？
好吧 ，That's all that matters. That you approve.
Okay, wonderful. Let's actually skip a little bit ahead. That's all that matters. Let's start with that grammar point because this is one that we'll be using so much today. Joe. Okay, do it to be in English here. What does Joe mean?
Like like only or just.
Only. Exactly, just. So if you think of just, it implies that it's something easy. Or like, and also like, it's also going to help us actually say like, if you get it, if you understand, that's good enough. That's all I want. Like nothing else. That's all. Nothing else. We're good then. So like, and to link these two sentences, I'm going to start with if you understand, linking that together with whatever we want to say here. We use the 就 here. Have you seen that?
Yes, I think so.
It might be. Let me check actually, because it might be.
Because it was like a 是 and then ... Joe, I think, in the vocabulary.
It was the E, you mean, and the 就.
No, I think it was a 是 and then ... and Joe. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure it was an E, like as soon as.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
But did you learn 就 towards the end of this lesson or level chapter? No, it wasn't.
No, I think it was quite early.
Yeah, so for that reason, I think so we should go through this now. Yeah, I will not really go through it later on. Okay, so then we have 就 to put these two together. It's like the glue, the glue between these two sentences. So what you just say is you say whatever the consequences. So you get it, or you like me, and then you just say 就好 or 就好了 because it's come to that point. Okay. How would you say this first thing? Whatever. How would you describe whatever is the action or whatever is the event? So like, if you understand, if you like me, as like almost saying like as long as that's the main thing. Like as long as
let's just say that you love me.
As long as you love me. Excellent. As long as you love me. 哎呦，不好意思。As long as, let's go, you love me, etc. And we can say like the main thing. The main thing. Okay. Then that is the main event. And then we just say 就好了. And that means then we're good. That's good. That's perfect. That's all that matters. In English, you don't really say 就好. We just put everything in the first sentence. So long as you're happy. But in English, in Chinese, we say, you are happy, 就好. So let me write that down. In English, we prefer to put everything in the first sentence and not have a second part. Okay, example would be, as long as you love me. But Chinese would say, what do you think they would say? To say this sentence, but in use the same words, say it in English, but then add a 就 somewhere.
Yeah, it would be you love me, Joe.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, but we're not you love me, and then a little comma, and then 就 what?
Le.
就 no, we have to say what the result is. Is it good or is it?
好.
就好. 就好了. Excellent. So this is one of the best examples.
Could I use it in a very simple sentence like 我鸡饭就好了.
Yes. Like if you're hungry, you just say 没问题 or like 等一下 something maybe. Say it again.
我吃饭就好了.
就好了. Fantastic. 我吃饭就好了. Excellent. Okay. I'll talk about this current point in a bit as well. We'll come back to it. For now, let's start with, by the way, what you said was, let's say this sentence again. 你不可以这样说. You can't say it like that. You said, I can't remember what you said.
你不可以这样说.
但是我觉得没问题. 我可以明白你的意思. And then you said, you want to say as long as you understand, or like saying the main point the main point is you understand. Is you understand. Is you understand. Good luck.
Can I say just 你知道 就好了
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
知道
Thank you.
就好
You are very smart. 你非常 smart. Okay, so similar to that, like 你很 smart 就没问题. So long as you're smart, we've got no issues here. Also note how this could be like the main point or something like that. Which brings me to nothing actually. Now, okay. I think there's too much to tell if we do go further with that. I think we've landed at a very, very good spot. 好的，现在我们要说的是这个别，OK， 因为我们需要学一下 ，we need to study a little bit， 我们需要学一下 don't，OK， 我们可以说不要。我知道你很喜欢说没 or something. This you tend to do this quite sometimes. To like say don't, you say may or you confuse it a little bit. But now we have two words to say with it for it. We can say 不要，我们可以说不要，我们也可以说别。
别
别
是别 only 别
别只 yeah. So again 只说别就好了吗？ What about that? 只说别就好了吗？ Do you see? Just say 别。Does that make sense? 只说别就好了吗？
That would be like only saying 别 okay, is it good enough? That's the question. Okay.
Yeah, is that okay, basically?
Yeah, I agree. I accept.
Thank you for accepting. Yeah, I just want to show you.
You can use it as questions.
Yeah, that's fine. It's without the ma, it's just answering the question. Yeah, I just wanted to pinpoint that it doesn't only mean as long as. It can mean so many things. Basically, in this sentence, it just means just. Okay. 只说别就好了吗? You can say after me. 只说别就好了吗?
只说别就好了吗?
非常好，非常好。But since the 就 is like implying that it's all only a little bit advanced, it's just like 说别就好了吗? If you want to.
说别就好了吗?
Perfect. Start saying to the mirror. 你现在可以慢慢开始跟with yourself 跟 yourself 说就好了 blah 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 就好了
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 就好了就好了
就好了
就好了就好了就好了就好
谢谢 And then later on be like, can I just do it like this? Question? 就好了吗?
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 You sound very Chinese.
谢谢。
你听起来一个中国人 sound like a Chinese. 你听起来一个中国人。
寄来什么意思？
听 listen 起来 resulted in verb to sound. To sound like. 看起来 to look like.
我忘了。
你忘了啊 nice. 我忘了。你忘了。Because it's happened.
忘了。我忘了。
我忘了。忘了。非常好。非常好。Okay. Okay, I'm just ending up with this Joe all the time, so it's taking me a while to explain all the other words. But it's not really too much to talk about here. Let's do two example sentences with beer. 你可以说don't go. 说 don't go.
别走。
别走。Okay. Quick question here. 可以说别去吗？
Obujidao, I guess, but it just has another meaning.
Thank you. Yeah, I should have maybe asked you. Good. Or like, yeah, maybe now that you've answered that, you answered correctly. 你说对了. You said correctly. 你说对了. 所以你现在可以告诉 to tell 告诉你现在可以告诉我去为什么去不是走的意思？为什么去不是走的意思？ Why is 去 not meaning the same as 走？ Like in this case, or like basically what does 别去 mean?
Well, she is like more going somewhere, and so is just going.
Good, you got it. Yeah, I just want to check you on this one. Yeah, so like if there's a party or something, like you think your friend shouldn't go to that party, then 别去. Don't go 别去. But if you want your lover to stay forever, and it doesn't matter where he is going, then you say 别走. Let me write that down. Was that a good example?
Yeah, it was.
Is going to a party. Wants to go to your friend.
I always think about songs for these short things.
Good. Your friend wants to go to a party. You say, don't cheer. Okay. Your lover wants to leave you. You don't want her to leave. You don't want her to leave. 别走. Wonderful. Don't走. Okay. 非常好. Okay. So now we can. Now I just want you to decide. 我现在希望 This is wonderful. I hope. 我希望 I wish you can. 我希望你现在可以说你喜欢哪一个 You can tell me you like which one. 你可以说你喜欢哪一个？你喜欢别还是不要？你可以告诉我吗？ Can you tell me?
我喜欢不要，因为我学这个像。
对 we can't say.
I feel it's not correct.
No, I understand. And again, I will say, 你不可以这样说，但是我觉得没问题。
I think I would like be more.
You want more than just this, yeah? I think you said it very well, but you need the word 以前, like before you studied it. Or like, you can just say 我先学过了，不要，所以我喜欢说，不要，我喜欢说不要。Now, one thing that I want to tell you here, very important, is like one of the like crux, one of the important things, one of the things you have to have a talent about is knowing what am I supposed to say here? Like knowing like if you say a sentence in English, it's one thing, and then you want to translate it to Chinese, but then being flexible, that's one thing. And that's probably the most common mistake. They're just thinking, okay, this is a sentence in Chinese, but you soon have to start thinking in Chinese, like using the words that you know and maybe reconstructing the sentences a little bit and thinking, I can't say this is the word I studied first. Okay, how can I say this instead? You can say, actually, in Chinese, it's super easy. I should just say, first, I studied this word. So much easier. That's like it sounds like you're stupefying yourself, but it is making the language much more accessible. And it is the correct way to say it.
Okay.
Did you understand my rant there?
Yeah, I'm quite sure of it. Yeah, that you have to kind of deconstruct to English. You can't do the direct translation. You kind of have to move around
to just translate with it exactly from English, but understand the Chinese structure and work from that.
It almost feels like two steps. So one, this is just how I'm thinking. One is to kind of move the part of the sentence so they're in the right place. And then the second one is to know if you have to add a the somewhere or a lo somewhere or a go somewhere.
Yeah, don't worry. I think if you learn now, it's like two levels ago. I would say by now or by the next level, you'll be like, oh, fine, I can do the learn now. I feel comfortable.
Yeah,
It'll be
the same too. It's just
exactly
remembering it.
But I think it takes you 2 levels or something. So to start getting used to it and putting it in your Chinese structure. Okay, wonderful. 好的。So 别 we've done 别 now. 我们现在学过了别。Okay, 但是我们还有另外我们还有别的。Now we also have another one. 我们还有别的单词。别的单词什么意思？
别的，我不忘。
你忘了，没事，没问题。Okay.
我忘了。Is one forgotten or is it remember? 我忘了。That's I forgot.
You said it correctly. I just add 了。Okay.
我忘了。
你忘了，没问题。你忘了没问题。It means the same as 其他。Do you remember 其他的？You can literally just say 他的。I think 我觉得
is other.
对 other， 别的也是 other 的意思，别的也是 other 的意思，好吗？
好。
别的也是 other 的意思，别的其他的，非常好。So you can think of it like 你怎么想呢 ？How can you think about it？ 怎么可以想？别 I think like 别 don't so not this one maybe do something else so else or other not this thing 别的我觉得别的好用一点 a bit more useful 好用一点好吗
好
非常好好的 okay so that was really with that grammar point actually no let's make 2 sentences or something no actually not you're going to get a few sentences on your own either way 好的我们现在要学一个 there's a lot to cover it'll mostly be grammar points and then making some sentences with it later on we have 差什么意思
Can you use it in a sentence? 你可以用这个你可以用这个字sentence 字
yeah in a sentence 在一个句子
而且你可以用这个字okay that character in okay
in a sentence 句子
你可以用这个字在一个句子吗that's
now this is obviously a long sentence you could just say can you use it in a sentence and it in Chinese we don't say it you just be like 你可以用在一个句子 but let's make it long just for the sake of practice 好的我可以说我的中文很差意思 lack or less or bad basically bad
okay
like not so good 差
okay how was it pronounced again
差 like almost like tea but it's fourth term 所以你可以说这个 this tea 这个茶很差
差
这个茶很差，
差
你可以说 This tea is very bad. 这个茶很差，
这个茶很
好吗？
差，这个茶
非常好
很差，
非常好。OK，你可以说
嗯
I think my Chinese is really bad，怎么说？
我会觉得我的中文，
我觉得我的中文
我觉得我的中文很差，
非常好，非常好，非常好。
我觉得我的中文很差。
And what this will confuse you a little bit, maybe. We discussed it briefly before. Remember, you say 有一点. If something is a little bit, you say 有一点好, correct? It's a little bit good. Like maybe, or we can say 有一点饿, like I'm a little bit hungry. 我有一点饿, correct? 我有一点饿. Now, so basically, this means that, let's write like this. This sentence implies or shows us that adjectives like hungry or good or bad, adjectives use 有 as a verb, but mostly the 有 is hidden. Example would be like I'm good, 我很好. Okay. But sometimes it comes out when we say 我有一点好. Let's write that. But sometimes it comes out when you say 我有一点好. Okay. Now, what's interesting here is because you say 有, because you use 有 with adjectives, if someone gives you a compliment, about your Chinese, for instance, like 哇，你的中文很牛. Then you can say no, it is not. How would you say? You can't say boo boo boo. You can say boo boo boo, but it's not the best way. And this is what rookies do. What would you say instead of boo?
Beer.
With actually, yeah, but beer means don't. Like don't say it like that. Don't. But don't answer with boo or beer because we just studied it. Answer with 没有.
没有.
Because we're talking, if there's a hidden 有 here with the adjectives. 没有.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 没有. 没有.
Because I'll just write that down. Because there's a hidden 有. So say 没有 whenever you get a compliment. Okay. So now the sentence. So the sentence to always remember is when someone gives you a compliment, that Felix will say 你的中文. They will probably not call your Chinese cow because that's usually people. 你的中文非常好. 你的中文非常好. Actually, in order to not confuse you, Chinese people will say, and it's funny that we learned this in this lesson as well. It's just too much in this lesson. 标准什么意思？标准
is standard, like spot on.
Exactly. Thank you.
标准
exactly spot on.
标准
Yeah, perfect.
标准
So they will say your Chinese is standard. Let's say that sentence.
我的中文标准。
对. Let's read this together. 你的中文 or let's say 很 it's an adjective now. 你的中文很标准.
你的中文很标准。
非常好，你的中文很标准。
你的中文很标准。非常好。标准。
And then we answer.
没有。
Say 5 times.
觉得我的没有。我觉得我的中文很差。
Like tea. Yeah, 很差。
啊，
我觉得我的。And remember, this is 觉. You're so almost saying it like 学, which is nice. You know how to pronounce the X now. But it's
我
觉。
觉得，
我觉得，
觉，
我觉得我的中文很差。
我觉得我的中文很好，很差，很差。
Okay, you give me the compliment and then we'll reverse it. 你先说。
丽菲，你的中文，你的中文很标准。
没有，我觉得我的中文很差。Are you ready? 威斯，哇，你的中文很标准了，现在。
没有，我觉得我的中文标准。
No. No. I think my Chinese is standard. You forgot to say 差, you said 标准 instead.
I forgot to say what?
Did you understand what you did? I literally in English, I said your Chinese is standard. You said no. My Chinese is standard.
Okay. Yeah. I just copied what's
that would be very funny.
我说再来一次。
好的 Yeah, you say it again.
没有。我觉得我的中文很差。
很差，非常好。Okay. No. 没有。我觉得我的中文很差。Let me just write.
没有。我觉得
remember to try to make useful short phrases using all the important words. Record, keep. Okay, thank you. 非常好。Okay, so what we have now is this basically just had 差. This was all for 差. But what I want to say as well is that 差 means lack or bad. So we can say 差不多. This is a wonderful word. 差不多什么意思?
More or less.
Wonderful. So yeah, it's weird. In English, it's more or less. In Chinese, it's bad or many, or like lack, I guess. Because lack, 差 could be lack or many. 差不多. Quickly on the last. Let's make that a sentence then. 我们可以用这个差不多用在一个句子，好吗？First of all, 先你可以说差不多就好。That's just fine to say 差不多. Quite a useful thing to say on its own. But you'd be like, I'm almost there. Remember now, again, I'm challenging you to not think in English. I'm almost there. You don't say, oh, I am there. You say something else.
我快到了。
Yes, that is. Yeah, actually, that works. I'm soon to be there. 1 second. Let me put that in. Here. Example. I'm almost there. And don't say there. Don't say I am or don't say there. Instead, in Chinese. In Chinese, we use 到. So what you say is like you said, but I didn't want you to really say. You can say 我差不多到了. What about that? 我差不多到了. More or less got there.
Okay. Is that often people say that, like if I have a driver or why my?
Honestly, like what you said is probably a little bit better, but both are very good. 我快到了 was very good.
快到了，
but I just want to practice.
差不多了。
差不多到了。
我差不多到了。
Both very good. Both.
我差不多到了。
差不多到了。Okay, let's do one more. 差不多，差不多。Yeah. Like, how long have you been in China? 你来中国 and then you don't know how long. But then you just answer 我来中国 and then you say how many months and be like 一个月了 like it's happened. And then you just say 差不多一个月了 Let's say this. 我来中国差不多一个月了
我来中国差不多一个月了
Nice. But let's make it actual. How long have you been in China?
So I came in the middle of October. November, let's say 3 months maybe.
Quickly, new sentence. Ignore the question. Work.
我来中文差不多3月了。我来中国
差不多
3个月了。
Nice. 非常好。I just want to tell you.
中国差不多三个月了。
Nice. Very good. Does it make sense to you? I come to China 3 months more or less. Spend 3 months here more or less.
Makes sense.
Nice. Thank you. I want to maybe actually, yeah, let's keep it like that. I don't want to confuse you. I wanted to also tell you I came in October, but let's keep it short here. Where is it here? We haven't gotten far. My bad. What we have then is we have 必须, but that's quite easy. Let's just compare it to 应该。必须什么意思？必须。
必须well 应该 is already 必须
no should
应该
已经是 already I'll just say this to you. I think it's too much. It's 没关系 must okay
必须
所以我可以说我必须走不好意思 Let's just say something like that and then you have to make one sentence as well 你现在你说一个句子
我必须去厕所
现在吗？
去厕所
现在吗？
什么？
现在吗？
没有不
Oh, nice, perfect. 没有 Let's think about the 没有 Was that good, do you think?
Yes, I think so. So what was it you said again? You said now?
Do you like now? Yeah, do you have to do it now? So let's think. Both bu and may work in this sentence. Both bu and may. Bu would just be like, no, I'm not going, okay? But 没有 would be like, oh no, there's no need to do that. Or if you remember, maybe you can think like, I need to pee. Jag är pissnödig. That's an adjective. So then you can say 我没有pissnödig. 我没有 You can just indicate all the adjectives with 没有. 没有 It's okay. 没有.
But then I think 没有 was correct in this way.
Exactly. So you said 没有. And then you were like, oh, maybe I should say 不. Both work.
没有.
现在吗? And then you answered with 没有. Excellent. Okay, wonderful. Then we have 告诉. This is such a good word. I've been trying to say something else, avoiding this one for such a long time. 告诉, to tell.
告诉.
对，告诉.
Yeah. So yeah, those characters haven't fallen into my brain yet.
That's okay. They will fall.
So they better. 告诉.
告诉.
告诉. 告诉.
告诉, yeah. So it would be like, always I wanted to say like, can you tell me a sentence? Can you tell me a sentence with this word? Or can you tell me what it means? How do you say, can you tell me what it means? 怎么说, can you tell me what it means?
你可以告诉 告诉
告诉我
什么意思？什么意思？ I don't remember what you wanted me to say.
And that was it. Can you tell me what this word means? 你可以告诉我这个
你可以告诉这个字什么意思？这个字，你可以告诉我这个字什么意思
？Excellent. 你可以告诉我这个词什么意思？非常好，非常好。Also be like, don't tell me. 别告诉我，别告诉我，
别告诉
我，或者我们可以说不要告诉我，好吗？
或者什么意思？
或者
我
or 或者
或者或者
like or we can do this, yeah. First lesson chapter 2 or level 2. 或者
我忘了。
It's okay. It's good that you've forgotten things so you can practice the 忘了。
或者 yeah. 或者
Okay. Now we have 如果 such a wonderful word.
如果我喜欢如果。
Okay. 我也喜欢如果。Okay. Let's just you tell me one sentence. Okay. 你可以告诉我一个句子。
如果我去瑞典，你what was must 你must 你必须去中国。
I thought you were going to say that we need to meet, but you were saying if you come to China, if you come to Sweden, I have to go to China.
I don't like you that much, Felix.
Good. Let's not get sentimental here. 如果我去瑞典，你必须去中国。Wonderful. Keep away from me. 非常好。Good. Now let's make this a little bit more complicated. This is perfect. But remember what we used to put together, like the glue for sentences. This is okay. But now we need the glue. But now we need the glue. So the glue comes here. And it puts together these two sentences. It comes in the beginning here. Actually, we put a ni first. And then we say one character. Ni.
I won't say ni. Your Tsai.
Joe.
Ni Joe. Okay.
What do you think about this?
Well, I think it has another meaning than the one we practiced in the beginning when it's like this, right?
Yes, it doesn't mean. Yeah, actually, let's talk about this. Maybe I'll take all of this back and not talk about this now. This is okay. I'll say, if you go to Sweden, then if I go to Sweden, then you have to come to China. So I'll just explain this to you. This is okay. This is perfectly okay. I would even say perfectly okay. Okay, just so that I could delete all of this if I realize that it's too much. The Joe, like because Chinese has such simple narrative or such simple sentence structures, like we like to use Joe to put if one action, then other action ensues or follows. The word, yeah. So the Joe helps with this. Does that help make sense?
Yes, makes sense. It makes sense.
Let's stop there and then. Hold on. Let's stop there and talk about it later. I will tell you a sentence as well. 如果 if you go, I will not love you.
Sorry, say it again.
If you go, I will not love you.
如果你走，我是 I will not love you。我就
you are perfect。
不爱你，
就不爱你，不爱你。Thank you。
不爱你。
如果你走，我就不爱你。Wonderful。
如果你走，我就不爱你。
Thank you. Say two more times. 如果你走，我就不爱你。
如果你走，我就不爱你。
Thank you，谢谢。如果你走，我就不爱你。
如果你走，我就不爱你。
And I'm going to add a 会 here as well because it's like I will not， 我就不会。sorry， 我就不会。I will not， 不会，我就不会爱你。
我就不会。
Right? Because it's
会
will。
会。
非常好。Okay, what about this? If you don't understand， 如果你听不懂 ，then just speak, then just say. It's super. You can just put 2 characters here.
就说。
2个字。就说 ，Thank you. Yes.
就说。
This makes me happy. 如果你听不懂，就说。
如果你听不懂，就说。
Excellent. I don't want to confuse
Can I say
you,
like
but
this?
now I think, yeah.
如果你喝 ，no，如果你渴，就喝。
如果你渴 ，make sure you nail the tone. 如果你渴，就喝。Excellent. Excellent.
如果你渴，如果你渴，如果你渴就喝。
Excellent， 非常好。如果你饿，就吃。如果你 ，yeah, and then make it a longer one. 如果你喜欢我，就告诉我。What about that? 如果你喜欢我，就告诉我。
What was that? If you like me, that was something with 告诉 then tell me.
告诉我，非常好。What I'm going to do now is hopefully, if you feel frustrated, then we'll ignore it. But I think this will make you a bit happy because you understand the joke. Let me write that down. Because you now understand. By the way, this is the one chapter. I've looked through the next chapters for this whole course up to level HK level or level 4, 5, and 6. This is the most intense level or the lesson, just so you know. Because you now understand, because you both learn the Rugo and you learn the Joe, and they sort of come together, like you can see it. Because you now understand that Joe is a glue, and is super useful. We can just use it on its own also when we feel ready. So whenever you feel ready, later on, your Chinese will sound excellent because you will just say 你渴就喝。
你渴就喝。
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's still makes sense.
Manageable, yeah?
Yeah.
你饿就吃。This is Chinese for you.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. And from this sentence, 如果你喜欢我，就告诉我。We're not even going to say, we're not going to say 如果, we're not even going to say 你. We're just going to take this part. So, like me, 就告诉我。喜欢我就告诉我。
喜欢我就告诉我。告诉我。告诉我。
喜欢我就告诉我。
就告诉我。
告诉我，非常好。Okay, we're done with that. Thank you.
非常好。
非常好。Okay, a lot of extremely useful stuff. We got the 电 as well, and we just want to talk about that simply. 电，这个电什么意思？
电is electricity.
Yeah, you can't say 是意思. Its meaning electricity. You sound like a Chinese person speaking English. 意思是 electricity.
意思是意思是 electricity.
意思是 electricity. 或者我们可以
意思是 Can you say that? 电意思是
意思是
我可以说怎么样？我可以说怎么样？
我可以这样说嘛？ Thank you for trying, but it's 这样说。
我可以这样说吗？可以这样说。
or you can say obviously 我这样说怎么样？ I say it like that. How about that? I say it like that. How is it? How is it if I say it like that? Basically, how would that be? 我这样说怎么样？ Okay. Yeah, you can also say 也对，可以，你可以这样说。You can say it like this. 可以这样说，但是也可以说电的意思。Maybe this will be easier. 电的意思是 blah blah blah.
电的意思是电的意思是 electricity. 电的意思是 electricity.
OK. 所以我想知道，如果你的手机 no battery， 你怎么说
？I want to know if no batteries. If the phone has no batteries, how do you say? You could yeah. No, you say 没电。
我的手机没电。
我的手机没电。我的手机没电。
Maybe. What about the 了？你觉得可以说了吗？
了，yeah. 用了。
Actually, we did this word 如果 I would say 如果的如 so the 如 from 如果的如 correct? We did this character. 这个我们学过了。OK? 我们学过了 OK? 但是这个课哎呦等一下，这个课还有别的 it also has another 还有别的很有用 it has another very useful 的字 it looks very much like 如 but I can't say that it's 加 okay so it's the mouth but it's something on the left instead it's actually 力 which means power same 力 from like 巧克力this is 加 I think you learned this briefly did you
对
nice 非常好 so this means to add
加
okay so what I want to ask you 对加水非常好加水我加一点水谢谢非常好 so what we have then is we have in this sentence I'm going to ask you can I add this character and you're going to say yes you can add 我可以加这个了吗
可以
加 you say
可以加
obviously you can say 可以 as well but I just want you to practice 非常好所以你说你的手机如果 no battery 你可以说我的手机没电了非常好 and then we also sorry you say it
我的手机没电了
非常好然后你要注意 like pay attention to this is 注意安全 I think you've seen this many times, or heard it at least. 注意安全 pay attention to safety. 注意安全你要注意 so pay attention to 你要注意这个了，可以这样，这个句子可以，我们可以加一个了，okay, I just want to say use the 加 again. So please, and then you need to pay attention to this 了，这个句子我们可以加一个了 the sentence we can add. And then we learned how to charge your battery, but we don't need to talk about that too much. And then we're basically done there. Excellent. Let me look at your course book. 谢谢 for listening to everything. Let me look through your words here.